Jürgen, first of all, congratulations through
Thank
to the
you.
semi-finals. I've got to ask you about the performance because it looked very comfortable. You scored 3, so did they. They also had, I think it was 3 goals disallowed, maybe even 4. So it's a little bit of a strange one. How do you evaluate that performance?
First and foremost, on the day when we qualified for the semi-final to the Champions League, and I'm not happy, please come here and knock me out, because that makes absolutely no sense, all these things. So we made 7 changes for good reasons. We played a really good first half. I liked a lot of things. Scored goals in the second, 3-1 up, you're right. And then, the situation was this last line never played together, and it's about details. It is about details. And then we were a little bit, and it's difficult for human beings to keep 100% concentrated. And your opponent, obviously, they celebrate now that the result, that they got a point here, and the performance maybe. But it's really difficult, and we had not the 1000% right mindset in that moment. Then we lost balls. When we were open in the last line, it was like between protection, dropping, stepping up. Of course, it was then not exactly what we wanted to do, but it's absolutely not important, because if we would have played the best game of the season tonight, in our entire time together, they wouldn't have made it more likely to get through to the final. Nothing. It's nothing to do with it. We played the game we played. We are through. That's all I wanted, and I'm really happy.
Good, and we hope you're happy. Now, another thing you would be happy with is that both 2 of your starters scored today. Konate again. It's like lightning strikes twice. And of course, Bobby as well. When you are going into such a busy period, and we know that you've made your views very clear in terms of the relentless schedule, how important is it as a manager? How much faith does it give you to be able to rely on the players that don't get that run out every single week?
Absolutely, and I was never in doubt about that. The one thing we knew it will be harsh was this last line never played together. So you had 3 centre halves, all good. You lose the voice in the last line with Virgil. You don't have him on the pitch, and these kind of things are normal. But the rest, rotation on other position was never a problem for us, and this is no problem. It was not the first game they played again. Did in most situations brilliant. But Benfica kept believing and kept going. That's all. And for us, it was important in that period that we really can make changes and still are still successful. So all fine.
I know it's not on your mind at all at the moment. It's still a couple of weeks away, but Villarreal.
Oh. Yeah,
yeah?
Yeah,
You're not thinking about them tomorrow, are you?
Yeah.
But of course, you faced them in 2016. These are 2 very different sides now. We've seen what they can do in the Champions League. What have you made of their journey, and how excited are you about this next phase of the competition, even though it's not in your future right at the moment? It's still a couple of weeks.
If I could do now and analyze about Villarreal, that would be really strange, because then what do I do over the week? We played City, we played today, Benfica. So I obviously saw the results. I saw last night the game that was very impressive, I have to say. Really good defending. Last week I only picked up pieces, but who kicks out Juventus and kicks out Bayern deserves to be in the semi-finals, and that's Villarreal. So they are really good. They have an extremely experienced manager who is kind of the king of the cups. It's unbelievable what he's doing, Unai. And when we play them, we will be ready, but give me a little bit of time to prepare it properly.